Hello, welcome to vlog number 6, where I'll be sharing all of the information I learned from week number 7. And this week we were asked to review chapter 4 of the Rhetorical Act and read the paired readings of chapter 5 from Reading Pop Culture. So to start off, chapter 4 of the Rhetorical Act, as you know, is titled The Resource of Evidence, and if you watched my last vlog, you would know all about this chapter because I reviewed everything in it. However, I'm going to summarize all of the important parts so that's fresh in your memory. So, to start off, chapter 4, it explains that every piece of evidence must be evaluated on two pieces of criteria. Number 1, what are its logical or empirical strengths and limitations? And number 2, what are its psychological powers? There are 5 categories of evidence. So, there are stories and examples, statistics or numerical data, experts or testimony from authors, analogies or comparisons, and visuals or pictorial representations. And each category of evidence has its own strengths and weaknesses, as shown in this table right here, and I went over all of that in the last vlog. And just to summarize up chapter 4, the functions of evidence are to make vivid, to prove, and to clarify. And the best way to do that is to use all 5 types of evidence, because each one has its own type of weaknesses, and if you just use one type of evidence, the weakness will outshine. But if, for example, you use 3 types or 5 types, if you use analogies, statistics, and visuals, that has more of an effective power than if you were just to use analogies alone. So that is all for chapter 4 reviewing. And to move on to the paired readings of chapter 5 of Reading Pop Culture, I'm going to summarize what chapter 5 was about. So the title of chapter 5 is Television, Are We Living in a Golden Age of Television? This chapter highlights the everlasting effects that television has on American culture and how it has adapted into popular culture as a new transmission of media that utilizes rhetorical acts all the time, unconsciously, and we don't even know it. The paired readings for this chapter explore the ways in which quality television has turned to a medium for presenting highly complex and satisfying characters. So within the first essay, Charpentier's Story of Spectacle, Why Television is Better Than the Movies, it is argued that television serves as a better medium of transmission than movies, generally because of the advantages of a series format and the opportunity for complex character development. So this essay, I analyzed the types of evidence that Charpentier used to build up his claim. So within this essay, he used expertise from Steven Spielberg and George Lucas, who are famous directors. So by starting out his essay with famous expertise and famous quotes by these famous directors, it already has established ethos. Another type of evidence he uses is through stories and examples, because he analyzes TV shows, popular TV shows, for example, Breaking Bad, Mad Men, and The Shield, and he analyzes the character development that allows audiences to relate to them and alter their worldviews and social mores. Overall, using the stories and examples and analyzing the character development, as well as using testimony from famous directors, his claim was heavily supported. Within the next essay, Flanagan's Stay Unlikable for the Good of Television, Flanagan explores Mindy Kaling's show, The Mindy Project, as well as providing a broader, more general meditation on the quality of likability in dramatic television characters, the gender politics of comedy and drama, and the idea of the endearing anti-hero. So within this essay, specifically, he compares Mindy Lahiri of The Mindy Project to Jerry Seinfeld and Michael Scott. So Jerry Seinfeld is from the show Seinfeld, and Michael Scott is from the show The Office. So he compares the female anti-hero to the males, Jerry Seinfeld and Michael Scott anti-heroes, and he assesses their unlikable he assesses them as unlikable anti-heroes. However, Mindy Lahiri is unlikable altogether. So essentially, Michael Scott and Jerry Seinfeld are unlikable characters, but because of their unlikable character, we like them. We like to follow them, and we like to watch the series. However, that was not the case for the Mindy Project. Mindy Lahiri, who established the same sort of character and unlikableness as Michael Scott and Jerry Seinfeld, did not have the same appeal, and it got negative reviews. And it is explained in this essay that the reason for this is the double standard does not come from sexism itself, it actually comes from the lack of female representation in a comedic context. So, to analyze the types of evidence within this essay, Flanagan, he uses analogies a lot because, for example, he compares Mindy Lahiri to Michael Scott and Mindy Lahiri to Jerry Seinfeld, and that creates an image in our heads as the reader as to why there's such a contrast between the characters, between the female and between the male. As well, he also uses stories and examples to analyze these stories, to analyze the series of the Mindy Project and The Office and Seinfeld, and to use that as evidence to support his claim. So overall, the types of evidence throughout the paired readings, they were all established, and they were all established in combination, and they all established a good claim and supported it. That is all for this vlog. Thank you.